Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Squirrels and Robots. Episode 76. Another week, another awesome group of people helping out. Benjamin, thank you for the donation. Benjamin coming in with the Benjamins. It's all about them Benjamins, isn't it? And we also got a bunch of gifts from BloodyAngel, Thannis, and LuciFear, which apparently the fat carrot showed people last Wednesday on Twitch, so I kind of feel like I'm doing a rerun for everyone who couldn't make it to that stream. Well, we'll go through them fast, then, alright? I'd like to see them again. Oh, and one other thing, before we get started, we're using a new mic again, because somebody else took our other mic for their stream. That was rude. Anyway, from BloodyAngel, the fat carrot got some super hydrating liquid IV stuff. Yeah, it's weird. It's like everyone thinks the pumpkin is dehydrated or something. Even LuciFear sent a case of liquid death, which apparently has a soundtrack. What? No, seriously, the Liquid Death water brand has a handful of soundtracks called Liquid Death Greatest Hates. So, the fat carrot got water with angry music to go with the water? Yes. Odd, but okay. Pilz-E, hi. Borrow that album the next time you find yourself in a sewer. Oh, okay, but I gotta tell you, he living like a ninja turtle down there. There's all sorts of sewers and empty pizza boxes. Not fair. So weird, mate. Anyway, what we got was a bunch of vinyls and CDs, which is pretty swank. So, let's go. 1. Garbage came out with a new album, and we got it. Special edition with a bunch of bonus content. 2. The Horror Pops live Blu-ray concert. If you don't know who the Horror Pops are, I can't help you. They're like a cute necromantics. Yeah, I guess. 3. Danny Elfman's new album, Big Mess, on vinyl. Colored vinyl. And I will say this, we had 2 of these 3 albums just hanging out in our cart, waiting for prices to drop, with Danny Elfman's album perpetually running late. So, we just canceled that order, and bam! 3 things we wanted, which saved us a bunch of money. So thank you. I got a thing. Yes, you did. Limited edition Devil's Carnival Blu-ray 4600 out of 6660. What? Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? And you know what? That was one of those few movies that was like quirky and unique enough in both film and soundtrack to kind of warrant its cult status. I kind of wish there was more of them. Well, I mean, there's the second one, Hallelujah, Devil's Carnival, which we have, so don't send it to us. We also have the soundtrack to both. But where's that third movie? Weren't they supposed to be working on a third one? Where is that? Come on. Can I open it? Yeah? Well, I was wondering, because it's like a special collector's number thing. So do I keep it for eternity and wait for it to be super pricey, expensive, and then pay for my college? I don't think that's gonna happen. Can I chew on it? No. Oh, I'm hungry. We also got a random wild card from LuciFear, an album by John Mouse, a collection of rarities and unreleased material on vinyl. Oh, I think their music is a bit dark, if it's the person I'm thinking of. Yeah, we're not the type to, run to YouTube and sample crap, so we usually tend to just toss on a record and listen to it blindly, without being, pre-exposed to it. Which takes a bit of willpower, I will say. Yes, it does. So thank you, LuciFear, for the goodies and mystery album. But there's more! I know, but I also want to thank Thannis for the Selena album, Amor I can't speak Spanish. I'm gonna say Amor Prohibido. I'm sure that sounded terrible to anyone who speaks Spanish, and we are sorry. Yes. I will say, it's so odd. Thannis is like that person who has a completely different reference point for music, and every once in a while just tosses us this thing, and he's like, here you go, here's something random. But they've all been very good. Yeah, like Blaze Foley, Freddie Fender, Loretta Lynn, Waylon Jennings, and now Selena. All genres I generally don't gravitate to, but even when certain genres aren't my thing, I still appreciate good music when it's good music. but it's all in Españols. Yeah, and even though I don't speak the language well, I can pick up certain phrases here and there, and honestly, the music is good enough that I don't need to understand it. The vocals are good, the passion is there. Good music is good music, regardless of the language barrier. So, good job, Thannis. Didn't Selena have, like, a tragic end or something? Yeah, it was kind of messed up. It's like, from what I read, it was some shady business stuff was going on, and I think Selena confronted someone who was supposedly taking money, and then that person shot them. What? Yeah, it was all sorts of messed up. But at least there's a musical legacy that's still there, but, it just sucks when stuff like that happens. Yeah. Oh, speaking of music whose lyrics we can't understand, Babymetal. Oh, jeez. Just hold that thought, alright? Thank you, Thannis, for exposing us to new music beyond our normal doom and gloom film and game soundtrack repertoire. Babymetal. Thank you, LuciFear, for the crystal clear vinyl of Babymetal's greatest hits collection. 10 Babymetal years. Wait, Babymetal only had like 3 albums. How do they manage an entire greatest hits? Same way Stereo Pony did. They just that good, mate. Okay. Also, hold on to your fuzzy tails for Babymetal Metal Resistance, the one limited edition, which I didn't even know existed. Where is this even from? I'm gonna say Japan. Obvious funnies. You're having a laugh. Boy, not only does this collection come with a Blu-ray, which has 2 concerts from 2015, the album itself has 2 alternative tracks, Syncopation, and an alternative version of The One, called Unfinished Version, which is like 3 minutes shorter than the English version for some reason. So shorter version, and Syncopation, right, replaces the track From Dusk Till Dawn on the US version as track number 7 on this version. Why does Japan always do that? What? Like split up tracks and all that amongst, like, a multitude of editions. I mean, if you have a bonus track, make an expanded edition or something rather than, one track here, one track there. Well, I think it's kind of cool, actually. It's kind of like, makes it fun to hunt down all the little bits and bobs, as it were, for your favorite band and such. Unless you use the internet. You shut your mouth. That is wrong, and you know it. Yes, but cheaper. Yeah, I'll side with Begley on this one. I know people gotta do what they gotta do, but I'm all for actually buying music or movies or whatever. Yeah, man, I know the internet has devalued everything and kind of ruined the aspect of rarity and whatnot, but oi, physical media, limited editions, they're like cool collectibles and hidden treasures that also help the artist, and it's all good. It's all good stuff. I gotta say, that still irks me, especially like when American bands toss extra tracks on their Japanese editions. So then I gotta go look to another country to get music from an American band, and I'm like, hey, I just want that one extra track. And then before you know it, I have like 3 versions of the White Stripes' White Blood Cells album and 4 versions of the Hive's Black and White album. Why? But it was fun tracking those down, wasn't it? Yeah, it kinda was. Thank you, LuciFear! Thank yous again for your generous. Yes, thank you everyone for all the goodies, money, support, spreading the word and all that. It's appreciated, and I know I keep saying it, but it is. Every little bit helps, you have no idea. Yeah, so accept our gratitude and thank you mucho. I think Espanol is rubbing off on my face. Thank you, Selena. Your music is wonderful. Alright, so, were we actually gonna talk about stuff other than gifts today? Well, it was like a slow week for news. We don't cover politics or world events, and, everyone's just kind of on a gaming news low because E3 just happened, so, no new info. But, Maniac Cop 2 and 3 are getting 4K releases, as well as John Carpenter's The Thing. Yeah, so that's something to look forward to, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I did hear rumors, and this is kind of interesting. You know how Xbox was trying to get that cloud streaming going for their games? This is what they're going to do. They are going to make the original Xbox One, not the really old one, the Xbox One, they are going to make an app, supposedly, that will allow people with older consoles to stream the newer games that won't be able to be played on older consoles. That sounds like brilliant. Really? Like, with all the shortages on consoles and all that stuff, people are really trying to get their extra life out of their older devices. And it really creates less waste as well, It's like, oi, mate, don't throw out your old console or trade it in for pennies at GameStop. You can now stream your games on your old consoles. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. So, I won't need new Xbox to play new Xbox. No, apparently not, if these rumors are true. That is brilliant. Yeah, so for everybody panicked about not being able to find a new Xbox, don't worry about it. Assuming you have a good internet connection. And our internet connection really isn't that great, okay? And it still worked. Oh, and here's some other thing. Yo, we just finished upgrading all 264 episodes of the original series of Neurotically Yours to full HD. They're all done. 264 episodes? Could be less. I added the odd content like weird test animations and such, but whatever. They're all done. That took forever. Yeah. And even though you won't be able to watch them on YouTube, because, YouTube, they're still rolling out on Newgrounds, and we'll try to get a collection together somehow. Physical or digital? Physical might be tricky. I mean, we could do a Kickstarter, but digital might just be easier. We'll see. I kind of still have to do one or two more things to get everything squared away, but they are essentially done. And don't worry, we didn't mess with things. We just made sure everything fit properly in a widescreen format, pending episode. Oh, jeez, we didn't, force widescrreen the 4:3 aspect ratio episodes, did we? Dude, God, no. 4:3 is still 4:3, okay? Good, I like Square TV.
I will commend your efforts in completing this undertaking. It has been a work in progress for an estimated 7 years.
Yeah, it has been a while. Also, all the reboot episodes have been upgraded to HD too, so yes, those are done as well. Wow, I'm amazed we're not dead. We'll try to get another podcast up sooner than later, as this one was kind of a gift special for the most part, but at least there was some other news sprinkled about. Speaking of gifts, you know what's cool about the Babymetal Blu-ray? The concerts are done on such a small stage, almost tiny by comparison to their recent stuff. So, it's cool seeing, early Babymetal performances in smaller venues. It's like, wow, they started small. What about the later mega stages they have going on now? Well, I haven't seen a lot of them because there's only, 3 Blu-ray releases that are, new. The rest are just kind of bootlegs and concerts. No, what's the difference between a large stage and small stage for you? Oh, no, it just seems more intimate, I guess. Even bad seats at a small venue is still good, But bad seats at a stadium, it's like watching ants on the ground set to music. Every concert I went to, I either got seats in the front or it was just so unorganized that you could kind of just move up if you had enough elbow power, Who you see live? Oh, let's see. I saw Foo Fighters, Sisters of Mercy, Anthrax, Neurotic Outsiders, Bob Mould several times, and a bunch of random bands at CBGB's before it turned into a tourist trap in Vegas. I saw Raffi once live, and Blue Man Group, but I honestly thought it was a Smurf concert, and then I was disappointed. Yeah, I also saw an orchestra perform Mozart in an old church in Paris once. That was pretty cool. Oh, look at you! So cultured, aren't we? I also watched Phantom of the Opera on Broadway, which was overrated, in my opinion. I saw a funny thing happen on the way to the Forum with Nathan Lane. You're on show tunes now! I could go into other bands I've seen live in kind of non-venues, like record stores and such, but, that's gonna be boring. Go on. Dude, does anyone really want to hear about the multitude of in-store concerts at Tower Records I had to sit through? No! I guess that would draw this out a bit more than it has been already. But, sorry everyone, but we like to say thank you and maybe expose people to new things like Babymetal. Or Selena. Look into her music, she was very good, and people sometimes suck. I feel like we don't listen to a lot of music in English anymore. Maybe since we don't understand other languages well, we put more meaning on the lyrics than are actually there because of our lack of understanding. I can vouch for that, mate. When I looked up the lyrics to Babymetal's Doki Doki Morning, I was like, I probably shouldn't be singing this in public. It just seemed getting sideways looks and all. It just seemed weird coming out of my mouth, whatever. Well, we're out. Be well, stay safe, and if you have any odd music recommendations, put them in the comments. You don't have to send us stuff, but if you do want to share, post a link, post a VOD, all that's okay. Besides, we're kind of burned out on visual media at this point, and just want to listen to some music and catch up on work. And read manga! Yeah, alright. Later, everyone. Thank you again. Spread the word, remind people that we're still around, as we tend to fall through the cracks, because we don't churn out something every single day. Animation is hard. It doesn't happen overnight. And if it does, it looks like trash. Let people know. Spread the word. Can I have a little nibble of this Blu-ray? I just wanna hang on it. Just a corner. No, don't eat the limited edition Blu-rays. Put it down. No. Stop eating that.